I did a film with an absolute idiot of a co-star. Doesn't matter who it is. I'm going to try and not give this away.
Even before Rebecca Ferguson revealed the past on-set experience on Rain with Josh Smith, she was aware that people would speculate who done it. And the list of suspects isn't terribly long because this isn't just any co-star.
This person was number one on a call sheet.
Y'all probably know, but just in case, this is an example of a call sheet. I have no idea what this We Still Say Grace project is, and yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just an example of the ranking of the actors. So Bruce Davison is number one on this call sheet. There can be more than one actor who has a leading role in a movie or TV series, but they're still ranked on a call sheet. So yeah, there's always going to be a number one on a project. Now, I count 3 times across Rebecca's entire career that she's been number one on the call sheet. Every other time, there's at least one person above her on that call sheet. So, I count 15 suspects. Now, before Rebecca even starts the story, she thinks of 2 of those former number ones.
Everyone's going to be, let's go through. What's it called?
IMBD.
Hugh Jackman? No, it's not Hugh. It's not Tom Cruise.
Now, because she's about to tell a story of a co-star yelling at her on set, it's no surprise that her 3-time Mission Impossible co-star crossed her mind as number one that people would suspect because Tom was caught on tape, completely justified by the way, yelling at crew members who were violating COVID protocols, putting the production in danger of being shut down for a 4th time. So Rebecca preemptively crosses Tom off the suspect list, and Hugh, who was the number one on The Greatest Showman and Remnants.
This person couldn't get the scenes out. And I think I was so vulnerable and comfortable that I got screamed at. This person would literally look at me in front of the whole crew and say, "You call yourself an actor, this is what I have to work with. What is this?" And I would cry walking off set.
Now that people have heard that story and that story is going viral, some of Rebecca's other number one on the call sheet co-stars are saying, "It ain't me." Dwayne Johnson, who was number one on the Hercules call sheet in 2014, replied to Josh's tweet promoting the clip, saying, "Hate seeing this, but love seeing her stand up to BS. Rebecca was my guardian angel sent from heaven on our set. I love that woman. I'd like to find out who did this." And then, not surprisingly, the internet decided that one of the 2 females who would be on the suspect list was the culprit. Shocking. Emily Blunt. Rebecca co-starred in The Girl on the Train in 2016. A Google search will show you some behind-the-scenes goofy moments between Rebecca and Emily that would shut down that idea. But Emily's rep went ahead and stated the obvious to Daily Mail yesterday. Rebecca and Emily are friends, and there's nothing but love between them. And Rebecca said that she approached that number one very differently one day on set.
The next day I walked on and I said, "You get off my set. You can F off. I'm going to work towards a tennis ball. I never want to see you again." I was so scared. I feel it now when I'm saying it.
Now, producers on the project approached Rebecca and told her, well, you can't actually order number one off the set. And this is me saying, obviously the producers didn't have the balls to deal with the situation themselves.
And I said, "But the person can turn around and I can act to the back head."
Wow.
And I did.
And that means the director accommodated that request and shot it in a different way.
And I remember going to the director afterwards and saying, "What is happening?" And the director said, "You're right. I am not taking care of everyone else. I'm trying to fluff this person because it's so unstable."
And the point of her telling the story now is not to out the individual, but to reveal the moment that she learned to speak up for herself and others on set.
So I use my voice. I do, a lot. And on set, for people to feel safe.
Rebecca was classy for not revealing the person's identity and showed respect for them, even though it sounds like they don't deserve any respect whatsoever.
And the person is... I'm kidding.
And the person is...
And the person is now. Also, everyone changes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I think if Rebecca knew that her behavior had changed, she would have included that as an upfront disclaimer, just like she had removed Tom and Hugh from the suspect list. Rebecca doesn't even indicate that their behavior changed with her. Like, she doesn't say that number one, suddenly realized the wrong of their ways and apologized.
And it was great from that moment.
Everything was great after I told them to F off. It almost sounds like the number one was almost vindicated by having to turn their back to Rebecca and make the scene work. Like, they would say afterwards, "See, she was the one screwing me up. Once I turned away from her, everything was fine."
It shouldn't have to be that way.
I'm not faulting Rebecca for not revealing the person's identity, but we have to admit that by being classy and respectful and not revealing the person's identity, she's also protecting that person. Like, she's hiding them amongst 15 other people.
But I also have no problem using my voice. And I'm not scared of the consequences.
And she's being conscious of the possible repercussions for her.
Dude, I'm still figuring it out.
If we take Emily and Dwayne off that suspect list, we're left with 11 people, including Rebecca's first credit, the Swedish soap opera Nya Tider.
I've done many movies back in the day.
I don't know who number one was, but it wasn't Rebecca. So if it was someone from that, or it was Mark Menard from Ocean Avenue, or Gustav Skarsgård, or Thomas Bang, The reaction could be, why is Rebecca taking a shot at this unknown actor that she worked with over a decade ago that's just trying to make a living? Or there's 7 Bertel Taube, he's dead. So the reaction could be, don't talk ill of the dead. Or if it's Meryl Streep, Jake Gyllenhaal, Michael Fassbender, Ewan McGregor, Timothy Chalamet, or Kyle Chandler, Rebecca could be concerned, and it's an absolute legit concern, that they have more power than her, and she'll get more blowback for revealing it than the culprit will get for actually doing the act. What do you think of Rebecca telling a cryptic version of a number one's abusive on-set behavior?